Hey yo, hey yo, what's going on, everybody? It's really Will back again with another video, back again with another reaction. This time, man, I got another top 10, and this is what scary moments you wouldn't believe if it wasn't filmed. I like seeing these type things, man. I like seeing stuff because it's like sometimes it really be stuff that you wouldn't believe, or most of the time it really be stuff that you wouldn't believe if it wasn't recorded. Like, I like I like it being CCTV because you know what I'm saying. 9 times out of 10, it wasn't planned. So yeah. Before we get into the video, I'm gonna need you to go ahead, scroll down, and hit that subscribe button for me. It's a big red button that says subscribe. All you gotta do is click it. If you don't have a Gmail account, you will need that. That's the only thing it takes. It's free. It's free to make the account. It's free to subscribe to my channel. So you know what I'm saying. If you want to support me, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and just make that account if you don't have an account. But if you do, just sign in, click subscribe, and that's all the support I need. I really appreciate you. And let's get into the video.
Nowadays, it's rare for a building or even a home to not have a security camera capturing everything. While good for catching criminals and keeping an eye on the house while away, some things they record make my skin crawl. Today we're counting down the top 10 scary CCTV footage no one would believe if it hadn't been filmed. Do you have any stories of catching something creepy on camera? Drop all of your scary footage stories in the comments below. Starting things off at number 10, we have The Purge. I think the more footage I see from Ring doorbells, my fear of the dark has only intensified. Those things never seem to catch anything nice. There's a Reddit user who further made me want to never leave my house in the dark. The user
Hold
that
on.
goes by the
Cause speaking of the purge, my mama's scared. Like my mama stay in Vegas now, and she's scared. She been seeing the news or something like that, so she's scared. Talking about she want us to leave, cause it's basically about to be the purge, be like the purge out here. Ain't nobody. Come on, man. She said, cause it's gonna be so many unpunishable laws in Illinois to the point where it's gonna be like the purge. And like the way I feel about it, I'm not being stupid. I'm not no hoe. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, if they can't get punished for doing it to me, I won't get punished for doing it back to them or doing it to them. So with that being said, hey, hey, honestly, I don't see nothing changing because they probably I don't know. I just wanted to touch on that right quick because that just reminded me. My mom said she really worried about us being out here, but I ain't worried.
fabulous username of Fat and Depressed shared that between the hours of 12 a.m. and 4 a.m., he got 4 notifications on his phone that his doorbell had detected a visitor. Immediately upon seeing those, I would absolutely be unsettled. When he checked the doorbell's camera the first 3 times, there was nothing. He went on to say that he was thinking it was some sort of stray dog or
Mhm.
cat or animal of some kind setting off the motion sensor. That was until the 4th notification came along. This time when he checked the camera, a face showed up on the screen. He also posted a photo of said face and, oh man, not what you want looking back at you at 4 a.m. It looked like a guy in his 50s with a face that appeared to be painted white. It could have just been the night lighting on the camera, but his
That shit
face
do
was
look
white.
creepy, bro. I'll be like, what the? Cause it's like, no, it really look like a young kid or something. Like, bro, that shit do look creepy though. 4 in the morning. Come on now. Why you at people doors? You
Be
trying to
painted
get
white.
shot?
It could have just been the night lighting on the camera, but his face was white. He also looked like he was wearing black eyeliner all the way around his eyes,
That's
and
why
he
I'm
was
like it.
standing with his hands behind his back. It seriously looked like a scene from The Purge. Number 9, clowns. Remember the creepy clown epidemic in like 2014 that had people
Damn,
dressing
that
like
was
clowns and
2014.
making us all scared to leave our houses?
I
Well, you
wasn't
can
scared.
imagine the chilling security footage that came with that phase. One video in particular comes from none other than Jacksonville, Florida, and whether it was a prank or not, I don't like the video regardless. The footage comes from a home security camera and it shows the porch of a house with an extremely creepy looking clown standing
And
there looking at the
extremely. Never
camera. The
mind.
clown is dressed in an all-white clown jumpsuit, white face, and some clown makeup not suitable for a children's birthday party. For most of the video, the clown just stands there staring at the camera, only moving slightly to tilt his head further to the side.
Yeah, that
Then the
was
clown
probably that
decided
look.
to take
That's
the
probably
poor
the
homeowner's pumpkin and start
homeowner.
punching it quite aggressively, I have have to say. I'm sure when they woke up and saw that
And he ain't
video,
even
they wish they never had.
he ain't even get through the the pumpkin. I could have. You feel me?
Honestly, I have to say. I'm sure when they woke up and saw that video, they wish they never had. Without the
That's
security
probably the
camera, they
homeowner
would have
either
just
trying to scare
noticed their
his
pumpkin
kids.
smashed.
Ah. That's probably the homeowner. I think it's the homeowner trying to scare his kids or his wife or both.
But no, thanks to technology, they got to watch a creepy clown stare into their eyes while doing it. I think if I saw this video
He
on
did
my
get
porch, I would
through
be
the
moving
pumpkin.
out right away. Number 8, where's the exit? User Dr. Beso on Reddit shared a story that just might send a shiver up your spine. He said that he worked as a doctor in a UK hospital, and on a particularly quiet night shift, the nurses told him a story of another doctor at the hospital. The story went that the doctor was running to a crash call when a woman stopped him to ask which way the front entrance was. The doctor directed the woman and kept hustling to the patient. When he got there, he said it was the woman who had stopped him to ask for directions. The woman ended up not
Wow.
making it in the end, but they just had to check the security footage. The whole encounter was caught on the cameras, except the story told on the footage has a slight difference to the one the doctor shared. The camera showed him running, stop midway
Why
down the
can't we
hall,
see
and
it?
gesture to the exit while saying something.
Why can't we see it? Like if it's recorded, why can't we see it?
The only problem was there was no woman on the video. I don't even know how you could explain that one. I hope they gave that doctor a nice long weekend after that. At number 7, stolen phone. This person
See,
shared a
if
story that started
I
as
don't believe it because no one would believe it if it hadn't been filmed. At this point, I don't believe it because ain't nobody finna, bro. Like I done heard stories of people seeing ghosts and stuff like that, but like, come on now, if you showing every other footage, why can't the one that seemed the most crazy be showed? Come on, man, with a story,
stolen phone
you could
and
have kept
ended
that
in
to
a creepy
yourself.
mystery. He said that they had to call the cops while his girlfriend's cell phone was stolen off the porch of their apartment. He explained that the apartment is a room sectioned off on the first floor of an old mansion with a fenced-in porch. When the officer arrived, he asked to see the surveillance tapes, and the maintenance man let them come along to help the cops with the timestamps to narrow down the footage. Unfortunately, they did not see the person who took his girlfriend's phone. That being said, right about the time they expected to see someone grab the phone, they did see a man. Apparently, it was not a resident, as there are only 4.
Ready to sell? With Ready to Sell products? Go to wix.com/dropshipping and
And they all know each other in the building. The man appeared to be running frantically from something, and at full force he entered the only door of the building and never left. Even
What?
after over 24 hours of footage, I would have simply left all my belongings behind and found a new apartment.
Hold on.
Number 6.
So this man's still in a crib after a whole day, bro. Really? I go, bro.
Out of thin air. Etchy shared on Reddit that he was one of the people going through footage from security cameras outside of Pulse nightclub before, during, and after the horrible tragedy that happened there in 2016. While I'm sure all of the footage was quite disturbing, he also claimed to have found something a little supernatural. He said there were so many sad and disturbing things to be seen. The strange one, however, was a wounded man that appeared out of nowhere. Apparently, the mystery man waved his hands for help, and cops came over to carry him to safety. Etchy shared that he tried numerous times to rewind and find where the man came from, but he was either just there or he wasn't. He didn't crawl to where he ended up, he just appeared. I bet anything that he was sitting with that footage for ages, going back and forth, frame by frame, slowly driving himself crazy. I don't know how he ever stopped rewatching it. I think I would have just become
Wait, what? Because I kind of just zoned out for a minute.
He didn't crawl to where he and find where the man came from, but he was either just there or he wasn't. He didn't crawl to where he ended up, he just appeared. I bet anything that he was sitting with that footage for ages, going back and forth, frame by frame, slowly driving himself crazy. I don't know how he ever stopped rewatching it. I think I would have just become consumed by the mystery of it all. At number 5, frozen footage. Reddit user Trudenter shared a spooky work story that would make it even harder to get out of bed and head to work. He said that he worked at a place that required people to be there 24 hours a day. He was working the night shift and said the security on the building was pretty good. Bars on the window, multiple locked doors, the usual, no one one can get in without authorization setup. He said he was finishing up his shift when he heard a door close. After checking the cameras, he saw a person walking towards the room he was in. Thinking it was
Whoa.
someone early for their shift, he waited, but when no one entered the room, the hairs on his neck started to rise. He said it not being a huge building, he would go and find the person from the tape. He came up empty-handed, but noticed a fire door had shut. Trudenter said he went to look back at the footage, but didn't have the password. He then said he sat with his spine tingling until the morning shift came in. He told his coworker what had happened, and he went home. When he asked them what they found on the footage, they said it showed the fire door closing, but then the video froze for about an hour. The next thing the camera caught was him reopening the door. Talk about shivers, I would never work the night shift alone again. At number 4, injured intruder. Just stoic on
See,
Reddit.
if he saw somebody, bro, that's weird. They probably got robbed or something and don't even know.
Shared the story of how she had no idea there was an intruder trying to break into her house until seeing the footage her home's camera caught of it happening. She said that she was living with her godparents at the time. Her godfather had returned from work at about 6 p.m. and asked why there was blood near the pool in the backyard. Just Stoic said she'd been in the room right next to the pool the whole time, so she had no idea what her godfather was on about. They both pulled up the security footage from the day, and sure enough, they figured out the answers. The footage showed a man jumping the fence in broad daylight, cutting himself on their barbed wire above the fence, and frantically looking for a way into the house through the back. The user said she had been maybe 10 feet from the intruder at one point and did
Bro,
not hear.
you gotta be more aware. How you don't hear that? How you don't hear somebody trying to frantically? If somebody frantically, that mean they shaking the doorknobs, checking the windows, bro. Come on now. I mean, I'm pretty sure if they had on a, unless they had on, honestly, I don't know why I keep yawning. I don't know why I keep yawning. It's only 4 o'clock and it's dark as ever. But anyway, unless they had on gloves, they left blood anyway. So, but I was just saying, unless they had on gloves, they left handprints. But if you can't hear somebody frantically trying to get into your door, trying to get into your home, you got a problem. You need to be more aware. This is how people lose their life because they not aware. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not their fault that people trying to do stupid stuff or but it's like if you were just a little bit more aware. Here, y'all.
Scary to think what could have happened if a window had been left open.
You
Dang,
know?
not even safe from people trying to break in with barbed wire around your house. Number
But why
3,
do they got
bike
barbed wire
without.
around their
A
house
Reddit
though?
user shared his scary security footage story, and it's definitely a head scratcher. The user explained he used to have an apartment near his office building, which was kind of secluded from the rest of the city's commercial district. Anyway, he said that he sold his apartment, and before moving, he left his bike chained to the building's bike rack. He figured the bike would be okay in what he called the no man's land for a few days. Then, in the middle of the week one day, he came to the office and noticed that the bike rack was completely empty. Since his office
I
was
thought that.
close, he asked the IT guy to watch the security footage in order to catch the bike thief in action. The Reddit user said as he and the IT guy watched, they saw people leaving the office the night before, bike is still there, they kept watching, and all of a sudden the bike was gone. He said, we slowed the tape down and literally it was bike there and then poof, gone. The user then went on to say he assumed his bike got taken to the upside down. If that happened to me, I don't think I would ever sleep again knowing my bike just vanished into thin air. Number 2, school prank or poltergeist. There is a secondary school in
Bro, I just don't get it. Why did they title this? You won't believe it. That's what this video doing to me. I'm tired. I'm not tired. I don't know what's going on to be honest, y'all. But why would they title this? No one would believe it if it hadn't been filmed and not showing us half of the damn film. Show us what you're talking about instead of just talking about it.
in Cork, Ireland called Deer Park Christian Brothers School. In October 2017, they released footage from a school security camera that caught some sort of ghost causing a ruckus in the hallway. The video shows a door being slammed open, lockers shaking, locker doors opening, and even the wet floor sign gets thrown around. The video was a viral hit, earning coverage from a wide variety of outlets, with the school's deputy principal telling them he had no idea how things were moving in the video. Wolf said, "We couldn't understand how this had occurred. If it's a prank, it's very well done."
There
After
very
watching
well.
the video myself, I'm not even sure how a person could have pulled off the video either. To point even more fingers to it being a ghost, the school is built on a site known as Green Gallows, where in the 19th century criminals would go to be punished. And in the 19th century, they weren't just throwing them in cells. Was it a tech-savvy student pulling a prank, or the angry spirit of a criminal? And at number 1, ominous elevator ride. You may already know the story of the Cecil Hotel and Elisa Lam. You may have already seen the scary footage of her right before her passing, and it's unsettling. Basically, guests at the hotel in Los Angeles complained of low water pressure in their rooms. This caused employees to head up to the roof and check out the water tank. Instead of finding faulty wiring or a broken pipe, they found the body of poor Elisa Lam. She was a young
What?
woman trapped wiring rooms. This Basically, guests at the hotel in Los Angeles complained of low water pressure in their rooms. This caused employees to head up to the roof and check out the water tank. Instead of finding faulty wiring or a broken pipe, they found the body of poor Elisa Lam. She was a young woman traveling on her own. Police were obviously called to investigate, and what they found on the security tape is creepy. The footage she appeared in before the incident was
And that's so crazy. Like, you can go somewhere like that just to enjoy yourself and never return. Never return. Like, your family just left worrying, like wondering where you are. And like when I was staying in Vegas, cause I moved to Vegas for like a year and a half, and there's so many homeless people out there, and like it's so many it's the regular homeless people that got their mental illness and just don't want to. Like, I talked to a few of them trying to help them and stuff. So it's like he told me, like, he even used his phone to call his dad. They was trying to tell him, like, come back to the house and stuff like that. So it's those type of homeless people that basically want to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, they really can't help it because they so mentally messed up to the point where they don't I guess they don't know what's right from, I don't know. But and then there's some people that's like really just out there. They went to Vegas or to L.A. or California, and they just gambled everything they had, thinking that they gonna make it back. And now they, what I'm saying, trying to get back to their family. It take years because a lot of people don't help homeless people. So it's like it take years to get the money that you need to travel back. It's crazy. It's crazy out there. Like, if you ever been to Vegas, you know what I'm saying? The strip is clean. They literally mop that floor. They mop the sidewalks and stuff on the strip. Um, the the new strip, that's Las Vegas Boulevard. But Fremont, the old Vegas, they call it the old strip. Um, they even mop that too. They mop that whole sidewalk thing also. So it's like that's clean. You gonna see that's clean, but like I lived there, bro. It's so filthy. And I heard this. I never been to LA. I heard it's the same way in LA. Like, people living all over there, where the rich people just be flying they stuff at, and like it's crazy. I want to help them. I want to help those type of people. I want to help as many people as I could before I leave this earth. That's really what I want to do.
from an elevator, and something was just not right about it all. In it, Lamb seemingly speaks to someone, presses all the buttons, and peeks her head out almost as though looking for a person she was scared of. The video has been dissected by law enforcement and conspiracy theorists, but we still have no idea what really happened to Lamb. The footage is really ominous, and it only added more confusion as to how she ended up in that water tank. That was the top 10 scary CCTV.
Honestly, that last one was kind of crazy because you could see the last moments of her life, basically. Um, but as far as the rest of the stuff, like like it could have been faked. You know what I'm saying? I really wanted to see the one with the man and the ghost lady. Like, the lady he pointed to the door is the same lady he was going to help in a car accident or something like that. That's crazy. But yeah, man. That's it for that. I apologize for all of y'all. I really don't know. Like, I'm not even really tired for real. Like, I slept good. I woke up. I ate all that stuff. It's only 4 o'clock. I don't get it, but I'm about to go ahead and end this so that way I could upload it and possibly record another one. But I'm reading this book right now. I might just end up reading this. It's basically about entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying? Keep basically like he said. The book, the title of the book is "I Could Have Quit $7 million ago." So it's you just keep going no matter what. Don't stop. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically it's a real inspiring book. I like it. I don't read. This is the first book I've read in years, so and I like it. But yeah, man, I'm about to get off of here. Um, thank y'all if y'all did somehow make it all the way to the end of this video. I barely wanted to finish it myself. But if you are here listening to me right now, please hit the subscribe button. Because I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. I would really appreciate if you did do that. It's a big help. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna help a lot. Each subscriber count. Just like every penny count, each subscriber count. I really appreciate every single one of y'all. All 221 of y'all so far. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really make a difference. Y'all really making a difference for me. Like y'all really motivating me to keep going. And I'm really happy that y'all believe in me enough to hit that button. So without saying too much more, man, I appreciate y'all, and I'm out. Peace.